Welcome to Gospel Bytes. Good morning and welcome to Gospel Bytes, where we take a bite of the gospel for the day. Today is Thursday, May 14th. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Glory to you, O Lord. This is taken from John chapter 15, verses 9 to 17. Jesus said to his disciples, "As the Father has loved me, so I have loved you. Abide in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. I have said these things to you, so that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be complete. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. No one has greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. You are my friends, if you do what I command you. I do not call you servants any longer, because the servant does not know what the master is doing. But I have called you friends, because I have made known to you everything that I have heard from my Father. You did not choose me, but I chose you, and I appointed you to go and bear fruit, fruit that will last, so that the Father will give you whatever you ask him in my name. I am giving you these commands, so that you may love one another." The Gospel of the Lord. Praise you, Lord Jesus Christ. All right, so today we are celebrating the feast day of Saint Matthias. Saint Matthias was the apostle that replaced Judas Iscariot. So he was not the original 12, but he replaced Judas when he died. Now, the command of Jesus was, he said, "Love one another as I have loved you." So the content was to love one another, but the intensity and the way is the way that I have loved you. And that is a very deep, very difficult commandment, because how did Jesus love? He loved to the end. He loved to the point of giving up his life. And there were people who did not accept. He loved them anyway. That is the kind of love that he demands from us. This is the command. And we see in the lives of the apostles, they followed this. They all died a martyr's death. Except John maybe, but we don't know. He was exiled. They tried to boil him, but he survived, but they just exiled him, but we don't know. Maybe they still martyred him. But still, the point is that they loved to the end. They loved as Jesus loved. To love means to wish or to do everything it is to give the best for your beloved. The greatest thing you can give your beloved is to get them to heaven. And that's what Jesus did. He wanted so badly to get us to heaven. And even if they didn't want it, he offered himself to the very end. Even his last breath, his last drop of blood. Still, many people rejected, but the offer was there. And it is to wish the best for your beloved. So for many of us who get discouraged because, I don't want to go into a fight. I don't want my children to think that I am imposing. I don't want my children to 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 fight with me, thinking that I am talking about religion all the time. That is nothing compared to what Jesus is commanding us. He's saying, well, if they hate you for offering or for even talking about God, then so be it. You don't know, maybe one day they will listen, one day they will think of what you've said. It is not to impose, though. It is to teach them. That's why it's important to learn our faith so that we can answer without imposing, so that we can answer their questions. Because sometimes when we don't answer their questions, that's when we get intimidated and we fight, which is not the right way. That's why it's important for us to learn more about our faith so that we can engage in a fruitful discussion. Learn about your faith so that you can share it in all charity, in all kindness, loving way, in a loving way. No? So let us follow the commandment of Jesus to love like he did, to love even to the point of shedding our blood. We haven't reached that point yet, but um, at least endure the discomfort, the persecution, the ridicule, the rejection that this will bring. Jesus suffered even much more. I'm Father Jair Sembran for another edition of Gospel Bites. God bless you. Have a nice day.